half really helped set the tone in this one?
I mean, we came out and we tried to sort of everything we thought about and tried to get done was through a defensive lens. I thought we played good defense. You know, we're trying to grow a base of that. I think, you know, that set the tone for the second half.
There was a lot that Ben did tonight, but on some of those threes, the secondary assists down the stretch, and how he helped set things up, what did you make of the way that he handled himself and the rest of the team in crunch time?
I thought we did some good things in crunch time. You know, we had still a few turnovers that you'd like to have back, but I thought especially Ben and Joel, you know, teamed up together. We put them in pick and rolls, those two, whether it was in the middle of the floor on the side, you know, and Ben with his height could drop stuff over to Joe rolling. And I thought that in crunch time, we did a pretty good job of executing some of the stuff that we're trying to do.
Joel's shot chart sure looks a lot different than what we saw Friday. What did you see out of him tonight?
I mean, he just was so committed defensively. And, you know, he and I talk often. He really, when you start asking, how do you help lead others? Like, he leads himself well. To grow him into leading others, he's really embraced the notion that he can be the anchor and voice of our defense. And he lives it, he talks it, and I think that growing Joel with that sort of mentality and focal point of him growing to be a leader in that regard is he was excellent at that tonight.
I mean, it obviously came in kind of dramatic fashion, but you were talking earlier today like the mission was to go out there and really focus on getting that first win. Now that you have it, what's the mood inside there? Is it something nice to just come away with?
I mean, it's what you would expect. We all felt that we're doing the right thing. You know, we're doing the right things at practice. We think we're teaching the right things in relation to how you move the program forward, and to get rewarded with a win. You know, it just validates some of the work that everybody's put in. I'm happy for our guys. They really, you know, came into the building knowing that we needed to get a win. And it's a long year. Nobody wanted to overreact, but it certainly feels good for those guys in the locker room and the coaching staff to and I'm sure the fans to walk away with a win.
When Joel and Ben are on the bench, is there something with that second unit there that you'll talk to them in terms of keeping that momentum going when they are out of the game?
I mean, part of the evolution of growing this team is piecing it together with substitutions. And, you know, I thought Ben was really good at a 4 tonight. You know, we're going to remember him at a 1, but he made some big plays at the 4 spot when TJ came down and flipped it to him and Joel played middle pick and roll. I thought bringing Dario into the mix, you know, at a 4 and bumping Covington over to a 3 gave us a bigger lineup, and I thought that really bothered them defensively. Luwawu came in and gave us a burst. You know, JJ and JB, well, they were, you know, veterans, and Amir spelled Joel admirably, like really good job. So trying to piece this all together and figure it all out as we're young and growing it, I thought the guys did a good job tonight. I thought Markel, you know, had that big play at the end where he had a big bucket, he had some key deflections, and had some amazing moves in open court that I thought he got fouled on one of them, but collectively it was a fantastic team effort.
Could you describe the accomplishment of getting a triple-double in your 4th career game, as Ben did tonight?
I mean, we all see how gifted he is physically. You know, the decision to make him our point guard is challenged, you know, is challenged, and I'm sure still is. And we, as an organization, we stayed strong, like that's where we want to play him. And him with the ball, able to do the things that he does, produces a lot of these mismatches in numbers. We were able to post him. He's able to see over pick and rolls. You see how gifted he is in early offense and open court. He's got that breakaway speed that's jaw-dropping. And he's 6'10". And so I feel like, you know, this stat line, we're kind of seeing snapshots of that in the first 3 games. It just seems a lot more probably special when it's associated with a win.
Maybe it's skill and just his natural gifts, but like, what do you think allows Joel to just come in after a couple days and do what he does?
I mean, he's got a spirit about him. He loves basketball. Everybody should hear that the loudest. He really loves basketball. He loves playing basketball. And when somebody says you can't play or you got minute restrictions, we all see the result of that. And it's probably, you know, when you're looking to bring people in or have as many of those guys that just love the game, he really loves what he does. And he's good. Like, he's 7'2", and he's got all the skill to back up that passion. It equals the result you saw tonight, you know, and it's not like born out of a lot of practice with us, because it's not true. I just can't wait to see this team move forward as everybody starts playing more together. You know, we figure out the best way to manage it, and Joel's health continues to grow and let him play as many minutes as we're able to get from him.